Hey, what's happening? This your boy Rikishi, your WWE Hall of Fame. Check this out. I want you to keep it locked on Smart Tank Revolution. Don't touch that dial. Why? The big man said I back that ass up on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Smart Tank Revolution, where we always kick out at 2. I am your host, flying solo today, Mr. Donnie Wonderful, aka the Excellence of Elocution, and Mr. Big Time Donnie. Before we get started, would love for you all to accept our invitation to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. We greatly appreciate it. It does a lot for us. It goes a long way. Also, please like the video, share it to your friends, and engage with us in the comment section if you're brave enough to do so, or if you feel ever so inclined to. We accept all of it. The supporters, the detractors, the haters, and the ones that just love wrestling. Put you all in there. Big pot of gumbo in our comment section, but we enjoy the interactions with you all. So, this is the Monday following Survivor Series Wargames. What did you all think? I want you all to tell me. Or ride along in the passenger side with me. Ride shotgun with me and tell me if you agree or disagree with my sentiments. First and foremost, I wasn't in the best mood watching it. Not that I was super upset. I was just aggravated and annoyed. So this weekend, I was actually supposed to be reuniting with my esteemed cohort, Mr. Joey Business. Shout out to Joey Business. We were supposed to watch this event together and then go through our usual tangents and breaking down what we saw, giving our bipolar ratings of the matches, you know, and just have fun recording and making great content for this channel that we love doing. Unfortunately, my vehicle decided that it wanted to overheat en route, so that kind of put the kibosh on everything. But we did message during and throughout the entire event, so that was somewhat redeemable, and it still made the viewing of it very enjoyable. But there are some things about this event that, you know, I really wish they could have altered. For example, I would have preferred that the Wargames match itself, both the men's and the women's, I would prefer that to take the place of maybe an elimination chamber or another PLE. I believe that that type of match deserves its own pay-per-view or PLE, but let's stick with the traditional customs of what the Survivor Series actually was, what it was founded on. A Survivor Series win in a traditional Survivor Series 5-on-5 format, I believe, is more telling. It's more deliberate because you have to beat everyone, or, you know, someone can get counted out, but that elimination brings more climax, and I would have preferred that. But I did love the matchups. I did love the pairings. The new bloodline with Bronson Reed, who I'm a huge fan of, along with the OG bloodline with CM Punk, which is always money. Paul Heyman, which is always money. Some of the greatest build-up ever. You know, and I said it on a video that's on this channel, that this storyline transcended any title. And I had just noticed that out of the 5 matches, or 5 or 6 matches on this show, we did not see Cody Rhodes. And I don't remember anybody actually voicing that they missed Cody Rhodes at all. When you have a story this good and that was told this well, this is the benefits that you reap from it. You know, great seeds were sown and they reaped a harvest with it. I just would have preferred it in a traditional Survivor Series match. And we're getting to the point where there aren't any traditional Survivor Series matches anymore. And I guess I need to grow with the times. Or, you know, am I clinging on to my conservative thoughts of some of my old favorite wrestling pay-per-views? The Survivor Series, historically hasn't been a stacked card. There were only on average about, between like 5 or 6 matches in between, your title defenses Of course, the most infamous one that I hate to this day, Survivor Series 1997, that took place in Montreal, home of the infamous Montreal Screwjob. But why not have more Survivor Series matches? You know, like why? Like, why are we eliminating that? I'm telling you, man. Like, if you all, and I'm not sure of the age demographic that is actually will listen to this video itself, but you know, if you have Peacock, go back to the early 2000s or even earlier, if you so dare, and watch those Survivor Series matches and look at the teams. You know, they were essentially the all-stars of baby faces and heels on different ranks. The all-star mid-card, the all-star main events. And they got a chance to all get in the ring and tell a great story. Not that Wargames doesn't. It's just that, you know, you only have to beat one person and the whole match ends. Again, I'm back to preferring the traditional Survivor Series 5-on-5 type deal. Let's go through this card real quick. I'm going to pull up the actual Survivor Series card in the order in which they wrestled, because my memory isn't what it used to be, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to happen to you all. Don't worry. The older you get, this will happen. All right, let's get on here. All right, so now that I have this up, the show kicked off with the women's War Games. I have to be honest. I literally have to be honest. We have a bipolar rating scale. You know, 1 count, 2 counts, 3 counts. It's not really about the counts, because occasionally my colleague will rate something like a 5 count, 4.5 count. That just means he really, really, really loved it and really, really, really was engulfed in the story or whatever the case may be. I, on this channel, have rated things a 1 count or a 1.5 count, and they've actually been good. And this rating system has been, it's so constricted that, you know, a 2 count, which is midway, could either be taken as a C- or a B-. It's all about the context. That's what I love about it. But I have to rate this a 1.5. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley defeated Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. I just didn't like the chair shots. There were just a lot of things in here I just didn't like. It was just, I don't know, man. It was like you know, a clash of different seasonings, and it just didn't taste as well as I thought it would. And I'm not sure if everyone would agree with me here, but I don't know, man. I didn't like, again, like I didn't like all the props. I know you have to work a chair shot and you have to work getting hit with these objects because you don't want to hurt anybody. But I just could have went without them. And, you know, everybody that came in the ring, it felt like before they hit the ring, they were tossing that apron curtain up and looking to get something. I mean, Io Sky got her trash bag, and, you know, she did the spot from the top of the cage. And yeah, that was okay. I didn't have a problem with that. But, you know, after a while it becomes overkill, and you can't do certain things and expect when it happens again in that same night for it to have the same effect. And I'll get to that when I get to the War Games match for the men's. But yeah, just a 1.5 count. Like, I watched it. I do want to give credit to the women in that match. They gave a valiant effort. It's just, I just got turned off by the props, and it's just me. Maybe it's you, you know, like maybe you who's listening to this, tell me if you agree with me or not. It's just, you know, like the props were just too much. Bianca Belair showed her athleticism. Tiffany Stratton, I loved the part where, spoiler alert, by the way, I mean, I already gave you the results, but if you haven't seen it, shame on you. Or thanks for listening and getting a somewhat play-by-play here on Smart Tank Revolution. But I loved the drama when the champions were laid out. Tiffany Stratton goes in her trash can and pulls out that Money in the Bank briefcase. There are highlights. There are good highlight spots in this match. But if I had to make a reel of it, that reel is likely going to be 30 seconds at best. You know, and it'll probably feature the same people. And I would have liked for Nia Jax to had come out last instead of first. Her and Bayley, they are a good pair when they wrestle one-on-one, but I just felt like it was kind of too slow. I wanted more of an athletic, fast start because I kind of felt that I was going to get that with the men's, and we did. So, yeah, that was a 1.5 count. The time on here, they have it as 38 minutes and 15 seconds, and it felt every bit longer than that. I can tell you that. The next match that followed was LA Knight, and Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. And nobody saw this coming. I sure didn't. I loved Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance. I said, that's pretty cool. And I guess when you have a cool entrance like that, you should be rewarded with the win and the title. So, I mean, there you have it, guys. Shinsuke Nakamura, your new United States champion. And I gave this match a solid 2. And this was one that I haven't yet, but I would definitely rewatch because I didn't see this coming. It's completely left field. But it gave the impression to me like a good Raw or a good SmackDown match. And it deserves my rewatch, if I must say that. Let's see. Next, Braun Breaker versus Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser for the International Championship. Braun Breaker, this has been a great 2024 for him. If there is a Slammy for Rookie of the Year on the main roster, give it to Braun. From Royal Rumble all the way up, give it to Braun. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to see this man's career just climb and escalate higher and higher and higher and higher. I absolutely love it. Sheamus, great worker. Sheamus is ageless. I don't know what fountain of youth he's bathing in, but tell him I need some of that water too. And Ludwig Kaiser is very majestic looking. He is a heel's heel. I can tell you that. Like, he is a slappable face. The way he carries himself, his posture, I love Ludwig Kaiser. I think he's great for the Emporium, and it was a really good match. Really, really, really good match. We had the false finish where we thought Sheamus was going to win. He didn't. Braun Breaker won, and he deserved it. He deserved to. I would give this a 2.75. So slightly higher than a 2.5, a 2.75. And the only reason why I'm not giving it a 3 is because I know me, and I'm developing that fan syndrome where all I'm going to be able to see is just the roses. That's it. And Braun Breaker is that. To me, Braun Breaker could do no wrong. So before I anoint him the greatest wrestler wrestling today, I'm just going to say, all right, let me try to ease down my excitement and be somewhat objective and not give him a 5.5 count, Mr. Joey Business. I'll give him a 2.75. I'll do that because it was a really, really, really good match. And I definitely would rewatch that one as well. What followed that was Gunther and Damian Priest. Gunther, another one of my favorites, who was having a hell of a 2024 as well. One for the history books. I saw this coming. As much as I like Damian Priest, who's from New York City, as much as I like Damian Priest, I didn't see him winning. Interferences by Finn Balor and a great finish. I love the the TKO, the technical knockout. If you were a fan of N64, WCW, NWO Revenge, and No Mercy in WrestleMania 2000s, nice callback to that. Or what were they calling it? I think it's called something. Hold on, let me check this out. It was called a technical submission. Yeah, great ending. Good match. 2 count for me. I guess from here, Damian Priest can go back to warring with Judgment Day, and now Gunther's open for the next big contestant to try to challenge him for the underling belt, as I like to call. And then was your main event, the men's War Games match. The OTC and his crew versus the new Tribal Chief and their crew. And listen, I mentioned before with the Io Sky spot. So both Bronson Reed and Jimmy Uso dived off the top of that damn cage. And ironically, today, as I was reading, both of their asses are hurt. Ugh. Man, Bronson Reed, I'm not surprised. When you're 330 pounds jumping off into a table, I mean, if I was CM Punk, I just would have. Hey, listen, Bronson Reed's that's a big boy. That's a lot of weight coming down. You know, that's a lot of gravity smacking down on that wooden table and on that mat. So the fact that he only has an ankle injury, I believe, is proof and signs that God exists. Jimmy Uso, broken foot, I heard. I hope you guys recover fast and get back in the ring as soon as possible. But enjoy your time off, lick your wounds, stay with your family, and don't do anything that crazy ever again. Yeah, like I said, decent match here. This is another 2 count for me, only because as bad as I wanted the new Bloodline to win, we didn't get that. And I guess I'm okay with it. I just felt that, the OTC Bloodline team, they don't really need the win. I felt like they didn't need the win. I felt like this is a storyline that's going to continue. So why not continue with Solo saying, "Hey, listen, Roman, I done beat you twice. Now, if you still won't acknowledge me, I'll do it again, one-on-one." I honestly thought that would have been the route that they would have went. Unfortunately, they didn't. So one thing I will say is that it definitely has me curious on what's going to happen Friday Night SmackDown. I can tell you that. I haven't caught Friday Night SmackDown live probably at all in 2024, but this Friday might be the first time that I do it. Again, this one, no. I'll do 2.5 on this one. I did enjoy seeing CM Punk, and I did say, God, I hope that he is not injured. Listen, watch this match. One of the things that I love about CM Punk now is I feel like he acknowledges his history of injuries. So every time he's in the ring, how he sells is golden. You will be glued to that television. And every time CM Punk wrestles, we all are going to pay attention to it. Congratulations. Just when I thought that he couldn't take his level higher, he transcends it yet again. So I'm excited to actually see what's going to happen on Raw tonight as well. And I hope we do get that infamous after pay-per-view promo by CM Punk. I don't know who's going to interrupt it or who should interrupt it. There's some unfinished business there with Seth. Let's see what's going to happen. But I just wanted to cut this microphone on, share some of my thoughts, and hopefully you guys engage us and let us know what your thoughts are as well. Again, please like the video, share it with your friends. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll be on the other side waiting to engage with you. Donnie Wonderful, over and out.